Make sure there is a clear, flat area to set up your tent, away from any debris or overhanging trees that may be dangerous. As we can see, this area here would be perfect. There are three main components of the tent itself with tent bag, the larger one you can see here, the pole bag and the peg bag, which are connected. Next we need to lay out the tent flat so we can make a clear canvas to start with. Now it's time to insert the pole into the pole sleeve. First we have to connect the pole together. The pole is connected through several interchangeable parts which have elastic running through the centre. As you can see here, this is with the elastic in the middle. And here is when the pole is connected. The elastic is now not shown. So now we've got the tent laid out, the pole connected, we're ready to assemble the tent. As you can see here, the light blue area is exactly where the pole goes. The pole and the pole sleeve are the same colour, so it's easy to identify. We need to now insert the pole. As you can see here, we start to gently feed it through the pole sleeve. If it does get caught, we need to just put our hand on top of it and gently give it a helping hand. Force will encourage a rip or a tear in the pole sleeve, which we don't want. Now the tent's laid out and the pole's inserted, as you can see on the left and right side there's a little bit of pole left over to allow the tent room when it's erected. Now it's in time to insert the pole into the eyelets. They're the silver round bits you can see here in this picture. They will, once they're inserted, they will hold themselves without pegs. This is the pole now inserted into the eyelet. As you can see, it holds quite well. We need to now do this to the other side. Yep, and just putting the other side in now. Now the pegs go into the black eyelets located on the four corners of the tent initially. The peg goes through the eyelet into the ground, approximately at a 45-degree angle. We can just push it through with our hands here as the soil is soft. We never use our foot as it contributes to the peg actually breaking or bending, and on harder soils we need to use a mallet or hammer. So we've put the pole through into the eyelets and we've also put two pegs here. Now for the other side. Over to the other side and we've put the other two pegs, making sure we've kept the tent reasonably taut as doing so. Just pegging out any additional ones. This one's on the side to help stabilise the door. So the tent now has the four pegs in. We also need to peg out any additional areas on the sides of the tent to help keep it stable, using the same process. In windy or extreme weather, we can use these things called guide ropes. We simply just undo the loops and then peg it into the ground as per what we did with the main pegs. In this instance, we're not going to. So after we've pegged it all out, now we need to make sure that we don't lose the actual tent bag, pole bag or peg bag. We often forget about these, so we need to put it in the vestibule of the tent. Inside the tent, very roomy, a nice two-person tent. Now time to pack up the tent using the same process. Pull the pegs out first, making sure you put them directly into the bag in case you lose them in long grass. Here all the pegs have taken out. Obviously the poles have been taken out of the eyelets and we're about to go to the next stage of pulling the pole out. When removing the pole, it's best not to pull as the elastic and the segmented parts will come apart in the pole sleeve, which is hard then to get the pole out. We need to simply push the pole gently from one end to another and it will come out easily. Once the pole's out, we simply fold it and put it back up into the pole bag. With folding up the tent, we simply lie it out and then we fold the two longer sides inwards. Now we roll it from one end so it compacts into the bag nicely. And it will all fit into the bag like so. Thank you for listening to the demonstration.